Scruffy. So, about a half hour early. I actually saw you line up about 40 minutes ago. And an hour ago, I saw you sleeping on the deck. So I have the last of your real chicken and tuna and kibble. So tomorrow we're going to open up another can, and that's the last can in the pack. So we're going to be cutting it close. The new shipment of cat food is supposed to come in a couple days, so it actually arrives on time. A little bit of a buffer. If it's late, yeah, we're going to be cutting it close. But I have emergency reserves, so it's not a big problem. Okay. So the weather's nice today. It didn't get too hot, so that's nice. But it was pretty good temperature, I think, this afternoon. This morning it was cold though, so surprised at how cool it got overnight. Scruffy have fleas, or is it just shedding? So, went for a walk today. Wasn't really feeling that energetic, but I also I felt like I needed to get out. And I noticed a sign taped to a lamppost near the park. It said Art Festival. Sorry, Art and Garden. Not a festival. Is it showcase? No, I think it was a show. It's Art and Garden Show. And apparently it's it's been going on for a couple days. I didn't notice the sign before. I just wasn't paying attention, I guess. I guess when I was running, I wasn't looking that direction. So you could see it from the park, but it's actually technically it was on the street or facing the street for, I guess, drivers. And it just so happens if you're in the right section of the park, you can see the sign. And I probably should have been able to see it before, but since I was running, I don't know, I probably was more focused on running and looking directly at the path in front of me instead of glancing around. So I thought, hey, that sounds interesting. Art and Garden Show. I have no idea what that is. Didn't say anything about admission. So I thought, yeah, maybe it looks like maybe just walk in. I don't know. So by the time I noticed it, actually, it was already on my second lap, so I didn't even notice it on my first lap. So I thought, hey, I think I'm going to go check out that art and garden show. So I'm going to follow the signs, break up the monotony of my existence. Because basically especially the past few years have just been complete monotony. Yeah, so unfortunately, so basically I left the park and I started following the signs, and I continued to find signs taped to lampposts and trees further down the street through the neighborhood. And unfortunately, then I noticed the schedule, and today was the last day, and it was already past the end hour, so I was already like an hour and a half late, and I was like, shoot, I missed it. But since I'd already started walking down, I thought, well, I don't feel like turning back, so I'll just keep walking, see where this thing is, and maybe there's a chance I get to at least see them taking down stuff. See, I don't even know what an art and garden show is, so I was curious what it entails. And then maybe if I'm really lucky, maybe they stayed open. So I continued wandering down through the neighborhood. This was a different, kind of the other side of the park, so I don't know that part of the neighborhood that well. So I don't normally go down that direction. So a Scruffy groom. It seems like he wanted me to continue grooming, or continue petting while he's grooming. So anyway, I finally get to the house where they're doing it, and unfortunately, it looked like they were done. So I saw a car packed with, it's like a hatchback, and it was packed with boxes and stuff in the boxes. So I'm guessing, they were clean up and taking stuff away. So they were pulling out of the driveway, and there weren't any more signs in the front of the house, so I think they had already taken them down. But there looked like there was a sign on top of the house. It was like some sort of garden center, and I think, they're just normally kind of a home business garden center. And so they had a lot of plants growing in the front yard, and it kind of covered the house. So even the entrance, it was like the entrance into the front door. There were sort of like archways with like vines. So they had built a structure so plants can, I guess, like vines and ivy can grow off of it. So it's a lot of plant life. So I'm guessing, they're professional gardeners. Maybe they sell plants. I don't know. So I guess in the future I'm going to have to keep an eye out, see if they do another festival. Or a show, sorry. Art and garden show. So they were pretty far at the edge of the neighborhood, so I would have never probably walked there myself without having them in mind. And they live on a dead end street, so I wouldn't normally go down one of those streets unless I had a reason. So So unfortunate, yeah, I didn't get to see the show. Should have been paying more attention to the signs. Though I think yesterday there was a possibility I didn't see the sign because a car might have been parked next to the sign. Because I did notice, yeah, there was a car not parked near the sign, and if they had parked a little bit differently, I probably wouldn't be able to see the sign. Yeah, there weren't as many people out today, though. I think the weather was better today. I was kind of surprised. Thought we'd have about the same amount of people as yesterday. There were a lot of people, but yeah, just not nearly as many as yesterday. Kind of expected to be about the same today. Okay, Scruffy, I think we're ready for food, huh? Yeah, want your food, right? Okay, let's get your food. He's too close to the chair. Keep bumping the chair's leg. With the brush. So I think this piece of fur shedding, but yeah, it's not coming out. I don't want to hurt Scruffy. So let's see. Yeah, I saw Scruffy slipping on the table, I think this morning. So yeah, I think he spent most of the morning on the table. I think I caught him at different points, I think, during the morning. And then I think around lunchtime, yeah, at lunchtime he wasn't on the table anymore, so I decided I'd bring out the water since it would be a good time since it wouldn't scare him off the table. And he was back further on the deck, showing. I think he was in the shade. So, caught a glimpse of him, and then basically I left him to resume what he was doing, and went back in. And then I think, yeah, after I finished coming in, he got up and he went for the water bowl. So I got a glimpse of him drinking the water at the end when he was finishing up from the kitchen window. And then I think he ended up moving under the round table out in the open, and he slept there for a chunk of the afternoon. And then he finally moved a little bit over into the more open section, and he was napping there till dinner. I didn't get a shot of that, but it's very similar to him sleeping under the round table. So I'm not sure what to make of that. So I'm trying to understand how Scruffy changes his patterns. So for the last week or two, he's been on the outer corner of the deck, and he's been hanging out there most of the time. And then he just recently moved a couple days ago, and he was hanging out on the big table a lot. And I kind of was thinking he might stay on the big table for the next week or two, but already he's only spending time on the big table some of the time, and then he's moving elsewhere. So I'm not sure if I haven't figured out his pattern. So I've read that cats periodically change where they hang out and sleep because I guess it's I'm guessing that the impression I got was it's an instinctual defense mechanism against predators, so they frequently move around, don't sleep in the same place too often, because yes, I guess predators may figure out they're in the same place every night, vulnerable, I guess. Or maybe they create too much scent if they stay in one place for too long. Makes them vulnerable, maybe. So on my walk, I saw the porch cat on my way back, and I think that was it. So the porch cat was not there when I left, but yeah, when I was coming back, he had returned. And I didn't see any other cats, as far as I know. Yeah, I didn't see any cats. Oh, I did see a lot of ladybugs, though. So I've been noticing for the last month or so, there's been almost every time I go out, there's like a ladybug on the trail, out in the open in the trail, and I've been having to dodge the ladybug so I don't step on it and crush it. And I thought it was peculiar that these ladybugs are walking on the middle of the trail. I don't think there'd be any food there. I would think they'd stay in the brush off the trail where, presumably they might find a meal. Because I don't think anything in the dirt on the trail or on the sidewalk. And I'm kind of across them quite often. But today I kept coming across them a whole bunch of times. So after a certain point I said, yeah, I probably should just start filming them. Just, count how many I come across. I already skipped a bunch, and, well, see how many more I see. And this is before I left to, go find the art and garden festival or show. But I did manage to find a bunch of ladybugs even before I cut my lap short. So anyway, thought it was odd just seeing ladybugs, and so many of them just kind of walking in the middle of the trail or the sidewalk where there's no food. I would understand if there was a bush or a bunch of plants or something that have whatever they eat, aphids or whatever they like to eat. But I don't think there's anything in the dirt. on the sidewalk. It's worth your time. Long time ago, we used to have some bushes that had lots of ladybugs. It's kind of neat. But yeah, don't have those anymore. So they're still around, but yeah, just not in those numbers. You used to be able to look in, just look at the top of these bushes, and you'd see multiple ladybugs very easily, just crawling around. I think Scruffy's done. Probably move the balls for him. Yeah, so at the park I mentioned yesterday there was a fundraiser for somebody. Yeah, I didn't see any people out today for that. So yeah, I didn't see many. Actually, I didn't see any tents or booths today. I was kind of surprised at it. Yeah. I've been seeing them a lot, and not the fundraiser, but just in general, I've been seeing different little fairs and stuff. And yeah, thought today would have been a good day for one. Yeah, surprised they didn't show up. Didn't see any classic cars either. But yeah, they might be tied with big crowds or the fairs or something. So, because I think when I've seen those classic cars, yeah, there's always a lot of people, and I think yeah, a lot of it there's usually some sort of fair or booth or something. Okay, looks like Scruffy's out of here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.